Hello everybody, this is Ravens Guardian back with another episode of American Truck Simulator. As you can see, yet again, we managed to record without recording. Apparently my disk drive was full, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, we made our second delivery here from Phillipsburg to North Platte. So we made 2 of our Halloween event deliveries, and now we're going to pick up with our final delivery here. And that will complete the Halloween event. So as you can see, we have 12 of 13 complete, and that will get us over the hump. So let's take a look here at external contracts. Unfortunately, like I said, I apologize for missing out on those 2, but basically we went from Dodge City up to Phillipsburg, and then from Phillipsburg to North Platte. So 2 quick deliveries. They were real fast. Didn't take very long at all. All right, so we're here in North Platte, and we're going to deliver some Halloween treats, looks like, to Sterling, Colorado. And that will finish out the drive for today. So it should be relatively fast, and that will complete this event. I'll see if I can recover our recordings from earlier. I don't know how far it made it, so it might be kind of choppy if you get up to this point. But let's see. Looks like we're just going ahead and driving. All right, anyways. Let me adjust everything here. There we go. All right. So we're going to go pick up this trailer and deliver it to where it needs to go. All right, thank you guys for being patient. If this ends up being the beginning of the video, then I apologize, but if not, hey, hopefully you get to see the beginning stuff, because the first 2 deliveries were actually kind of cool. We got 3 trains that we saw in those 2 deliveries that, you know, impacted our ability to deliver our goods in a timely and efficient manner, because this game seems to love its trains for whatever reason. Slow down there, boss. Alright. But if you guys wouldn't mind, if this ends up being, like I said, the first and only things that you guys see, because my computer is an idiot, you know, please like and subscribe. It'll help grow the channel, and definitely help other people see these videos. But, you know, good thing is I caught it, so that's good. At least it wasn't a complete loss. And you guys get to see at least one of the Halloween deliveries, instead of me just showing up and being like, hey guys, I completed it, and you guys didn't get to see it, sorry. But yeah, so we'll make this delivery, then we'll go to a dealership, and we'll see what we got out of the World of Trucks event. So there was 2 things that we could have gotten, so we'll get to see both of them. I don't know, I might have to exit and go to Steam to be able to see that stuff, so that might be something that we see at the beginning of the next episode. But I'll go there and get set up for it regardless, so that way we'll either be able to see it today, or we'll see it at the start of next episode. Alrighty. So the other thing that was kind of weird about the last 2 deliveries is we picked something up from Tyson, and then we delivered it to a Swift location, and then ironically enough, the delivery was from that exact same Swift location to another Tyson location, which is very strange. So I don't know if they're delivering like chicken nugget treats or what was happening. That's kind of weird. All right, where's my trailer? Oh, it's hidden back here behind these tankers. Okay. But yeah, that was kind of weird. It's like when I think Halloween treats, you know, I'm thinking like chocolates or candy corns or something like that. Apparently they were thinking chicken nuggets. Alright, well, in any case, let's grab this load and get it down the road to Sterling, Colorado. Alright, we're all coupled up. Let's get going. Take a wide berth here so we don't clip those cans. Don't worry, don't worry. This thing's freaking out thinking I'm going to hit that building or telephone pole. I am well clear, I assure you. And we don't drive over the grass this time, though. Alright. Back out here on the road. And then we got 141 miles and 2 hours and 34 minutes to go to get to where we need to go. So if you guys are wondering about those first 2 deliveries, they're roughly about the same time and distance. So you really didn't miss out on much. It was roughly the same thing here. We started super early in the morning, and yeah, so you got to see like basically the Kansas countryside. It was a bunch of cornfields in both locations, and even in Nebraska it was the same thing. So more cornfields. So you didn't miss a whole lot. We drove through Hayes, through Phillipsburg, and then we really didn't see much in the way of towns as we drove into Nebraska up to North Platte. So, in all honesty, like I said, you didn't really miss out on too much there. Alright, so the sun's going down here. We're going to be making this delivery sometime around 8:30ish, give or take, in the afternoon. And we'll be in Colorado, so that'll be kind of exciting. I'm kind of interested to see how they did, or what they did with, say, like the Rocky Mountains. Because I haven't driven through Colorado yet since the last time I played this game. I think last time I played before this series, they had everything pretty much west of the Rockies done. I didn't, I think I quit right before the Colorado DLC came out. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they did with it. Alright, maybe this light will turn green, that'd be nice. Or maybe it'll just stay red to force me to stop, and then the second I stop, it turns green. Or neither of the two. Okay. Alright, so speed back up to 75 here. Hey look, our lights are already on for us. How nice is that? The game actually did something to help us. Usually because we're bouncing around between truck to truck, we have to turn our own lights on. But the game did it for us this time. That's kind of nice. So we'll go up here, get on the highway, and we'll be headed west. So I don't know how many of you guys out there are from Nebraska or Colorado or even Kansas for that matter. But if there's something that you guys would like to see, you know, feel free, put it in the comments and let me know. And we'll see if we can make it happen. Hey look, they got an In-N-Out. I don't know if they have an In-N-Out in Nebraska. I know they have one in Colorado, and they have some in Texas, but in obviously California, in Nevada, but I don't know about Nebraska. That would be interesting, especially in North Platte. North Platte, Nebraska have a In-N-Out? I don't know, you tell me. Alright, 106 miles to go, hour 52 minutes. I believe we have plenty of rest. Yeah, we have 4 hours and 19 minutes to our next required rest, so we're doing just fine on that, so nothing to worry about there, but we'll make this delivery to Sterling, and then we'll go find that dealership like I mentioned, and get set up for next episode so that you guys can see what we got out of the Hauloween event. And it looks like they gave us another underpowered truck here. I don't know why I'm joking about this, because this is our own vehicle. I'm talking about underpowered trucks. I'm getting ETS2 and this one mixed up, thinking that I'm hopping from truck to truck. Nope, this is my truck, and it's very underpowered, as you can see. So I think, again, I don't know if I'll be able to recover the other data, but if I'm not able to, I kind of went over my future plans. So I think the future plans will be to get to level 10 and then see if we can upgrade our garage out there in Las Vegas. And then once we can do that, we'll go to recruit some drivers and get some new trucks. I'd like to upgrade the trucks as much as possible. Obviously, you know, the top of the line trucks are somewhere around like $250,000. So when you only have $500,000, that doesn't really work out in your favor. So we'll probably just put on, you know, a decent transmission, maybe upgrade the engine a little bit, and then just have them run with that. But I'd like to eventually get to the point where I can afford trailers, get some lowboy trailers, maybe put some of these trucks into different cities like San Francisco or Los Angeles, so they'll be able to haul in quite a bit of money, which we can then take that money that they make, reinvest it into their trucks, fully upgrade their trucks, you know, fully upgrade my truck, and you know, and kind of go from there. But we did remember, if you remember from last episode, we did look to see how much a new garage is, and it was $150,000, which is like, holy smokes, that's a lot of money for a new garage. I don't remember it being that much. I could have swore it was like, you know, $90,000 for a new garage, but oops, we missed our turn there. All right, well, I guess this little bit of a bonus here, you guys are going to get to see a little bit more than you were going to before. Come on, dude. Why are you slowing down? Because somebody had an accident. Awesome. You know what? I'm just going to break the law. And I'm going to do a U-turn right here. And then I'm going to cut across the grass. Just breaking the law all over the place. You would never ever do that in a tractor and trailer, by the way. If you did that, you would definitely get stuck, and if somebody caught you, you would be screwed. Like, you would lose your license. But in any case, yeah. We're back on the road, back on where we're headed, so 45 miles to go. So back what I was saying, so 90,000 for a garage is what I was imagining, and that's a lot better than 150,000, obviously. Hey, look, there's a cop. Hey, cop, don't mind me. I only broke the law, and also drove across the road there, and you definitely didn't see it. I promise. All right. Well, in any case, we won't miss this exit. Alrighty. So hopefully, you know, when we get that loan at level 10, we'll be able to take out all that stuff. The reason we can't do it right now, even though we can take out a $500,000 loan, is we're capped at $500,000. So what that means is, since we already have $150,000, I could take a couple more $150,000 loans out. But then I'm going to be saddled with like an $1,800 loan payment, as opposed to just waiting until level 10 and then taking out the $500,000 loan, paying off the $150,000, and then being somewhere in the neighborhood of you know, $1,200 to $1,500 for a loan payment. So that extra $300 a month or a day would really add up over time. So that's kind of why I'm waiting till level 10. In any case, like I said, I hopefully will be able to recover what we recorded. Good question. I don't know. Hopefully OBS didn't just straight delete the recording because it ran out of space, because I would think that would be extremely annoying, but then again, it's OBS and it wouldn't surprise me. So it was like, nope, can't record anymore, delete. And just kind of went from there. So I will take a look and we'll see what we can recover. My hope is that I can recover everything, and then I'm just going to tack this on the end. But if not, that's going to be unfortunate. But luckily, like I said, you guys at least get to see this. So that's it's better than nothing. And I know it's kind of a crappy thing for you guys, but I thank you guys for your patience on that. And next time, I will definitely make sure that I have plenty of disk space, and that is not an issue. Alright, so let's turn in here, make this final delivery, finish the Hauloween event, and call it good. Wow, I overturned that one quite a bit. Alright, so in we pull. Let's see where... Oh, I can already see the blinking light for our delivery. And pull up here and make this final delivery. Right next to a Subaru and an oil tanker. Hopefully nobody's trying to come through here, because you ain't getting through. Alright, there we go. Final delivery complete for the Hauloween event. Fantastic. Alright, so another excellent drive. I would argue it was not excellent because of how we had to drive across the median there, but here's what it is. 169 miles, 15 minutes, 27 even on the fuel consumed, and we got $1,048 and 184 experience. Alright, well, everybody, so now that we've made this delivery here into Sterling, let's go find a place to rest, and then we will pick up another load to take somewhere else. So let's open the map here and see what we can find for a rest area. I think, honestly, the best opportunity we're going to have is probably back the way we came, just because, or actually, you know what, let's go into Sterling, and we'll rest right here at this location and also get a refill on the fuel. All right, sweet. So let's get going. So we're gonna have to turn around here, and then we will head back the way we came. I don't know. I guess we can go around this way. It should be okay. We'll just do a giant U-turn here and then head back the way we came. Yeah, super tight squeeze through there. So remember, we dropped those Hauloween treats off. If they didn't disappear, I don't think we would have been able to get out of that parking lot. Alright, so we'll head back here, get some fuel and some rest, and I will see you guys when I get there. Alright, so we made it just by the skin of our teeth there. We literally arrived with about 10 minutes worth of time that we had to rest. So lucky us, we made it just in time. Alright, so let's back out here, and then we will take a look at our at getting some fuel, and then we'll worry about some of those new contracts. Yeah, I think that honestly was the closest that I've ever been to needing to take a break. Alright, so we'll pull up here, we'll get some fuel. This location right here, and then we'll take a look at our contracts. All right, not too bad. $304 for fuel. That's not bad at all. All right, let's take a look at our contracts. So if we go into the freight market, we don't have to do external contracts anymore. I mean, we could, but we really don't have to. We'll look here in Sterling. So we have a load that's going from Sterling, Colorado down to Colorado Springs. It's a high value, heavy cargo, and articulated trailer. So we could take this this trailer down. It's an oversized load. So that is something that will require us to have a escort, I believe. So we could do that one. You know, if we take a look at external contracts, let's see what we have here. So obviously these are paying way more. I feel like this is almost like a way to get around, you know, the realistic economy. So we'll stick to our jobs on the freight market here. All right, so we have other options. Obviously, we can take this trailer from Sterling at the ADM place where we literally were just at, all the way to Fort Collins. We have a trip that's taking us up to Casper, Wyoming, which isn't too bad. You know what? We haven't done one of these in a while. Let's just go ahead and take this one. All right, so this is what it's telling us. You're about to set for a heavy haul job. Review your current truck configuration and make sure it's up to the task. So obviously, we're kind of light when it comes to trying to do heavy cargo. And it's saying that, you know, having this heavy cargo is essential to this task. So basically what it's telling us is that we might not be able to haul this just because our truck is basically underpowered, which makes sense, right? So maybe we'll take a look at one of these other ones that's taking it somewhere else. So we could go to Denver. It's not paying us very much, but and it's also doing like a weird roundabout way of getting there, it seems like. All right, so since our truck's not really set up for heavy loads at this point because we're so underpowered, let's just do this delivering nuts from Sterling, Colorado to Denver, Colorado. All right, so let's get on the road and we'll pay our $304 for our fuel. And then we will get on the road headed towards our next load. All right, so it's not too bad for traffic. I think we're gonna be okay to go after this truck. All right. So we already discovered Sterling on that last delivery, so we found that. Ooh, I'm going a little way fast. Was not expecting that. All right, and now we're back up to 65. That was a very odd place to have the speed limit drop down there to 30. Hopefully light will turn green. Awesome. Come on, Camaro, for goodness sake. Like, why was that dude lagging so much behind the other cars? That's ridiculous. There's an IHOP. Oh, man, that's a very interesting looking shopping center. You got a Mike's Bistro, a CVS, a hunting hut, Jerry's Hunting Hut, and an IHOP all in the same little store. But that's kind of cramped in there. And of course it's across the street from looks like a used car dealership. Alright, well, let's get on the road here and go pick up these nuts so we can deliver them down to Denver. Alright, let's get going. Alright, looks like the General Mills is just up here ahead of us. And we're gonna pick up those, I'm wondering what kind of they are. I'm assuming just because it's General Mills, maybe it's, like some kind of, like peanuts maybe? I don't know. I can't imagine it being like, or maybe it's like grape nuts or something like that. I can't imagine it's a, like hardware nuts. And of course, our old buddy the train. Right as I decided to cross the street, guess what's here? Another train. I mean, that's the one thing I'm happy about with this game is at least the trains are only like 4 or 5 cars long. And they're usually moving at a pretty good speed, so it's not like they're creeping along and taking forever to get across the intersection. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so I thought when I got to the end of our Hauloween delivery there, I was like, you know what? Wouldn't be really very fair to you guys as viewers if I were just cut off the video right at okay, well, I wonder where our trailer's at. It's been a while since I've done the freight market here, so I wonder if I have to specify my job. Alright, yep, so it looks like I do. Okay, so there's this job still here. So we'll go ahead and take it. Alright, there we go. So like I said, it's been a while since I've done the freight market jobs because I'm so used to external contracts that I forget you gotta actually go in and pick it up. It's not as simple as it is with external contracts where you just pick the contract and then go get it. Alright, so there's our trailer. So we got a Penske Logistics trailer full of nuts. Yeah, so what I was saying is I didn't think it would be fair to you guys to just kind of leave you hanging at you know, basically a 17-minute video for the single delivery for the Hauloween event. So we added to it with this delivery, and we'll probably do one more and see where we're at time-wise for the video. And we'll go from there. So once we make this delivery, we'll see where we're at time-wise, and If we're still good on time, meaning we're like less than an hour, then we'll probably just grab another load and see where it takes us. But we're all gassed up, got plenty of rest, so there's no issues with sleep or anything like that. So I'm not super worried about any of that right now. Alright, doesn't look like this truck's turning in our direction. That road's closed, so I think we are good to go. Alright, so our load is going to take us 167 miles from here, and it's going to take us about just under 3 hours in game time to get there. So it's not too bad. It should be pretty simple for us. Relatively quick. These short little trips are not too bad when you're driving them, but they definitely add up when it gets to making these deliveries, though, that's for sure. And then, you know, the money starts rolling in pretty quick. So that's another nice feature of these short trips. As long as they pay relatively well, you definitely can cover your loan payments with no problems. Alright, so we got a right turn coming up here. And this light's not going to stay green long enough. We'll make sure we come to a complete stop, just so that way the game doesn't freak out and think that we ran a red light. Because from time to time, for whatever reason, it likes to give people fines and tell them that they didn't stop at the red light, even though they did. Alright, speed limit's still 30 through here. As we head out to the, well, now it's 65. So that's good. And I think it'll drop to 30 again. It's what it did on the way in. Yep, there it goes again. It's very odd how it just goes 65 and then back to 30. So I think that might be a glitch in the setup there for SCS. And there's where we stopped to get gas and some fuel. Or some fuel and some sleep, I should say. And we're getting back on the highway. Taking 76 west. At least for a little bit, and then we'll head south towards Denver. Alright, doesn't look like any traffic out there, so I think we're good. Speed limit's 75, so we'll speed up here and get up to speed so we can make it to Denver. 123 miles on the clock there. So it looks like we'll be either just outside Denver or going just past Denver to get to our destination. Yeah, so one thing that we'll have to consider, maybe something that we will do before we decide to take out our loan, is maybe look to upgrade our truck so that we can handle those heavy loads, because it's really, you know, putting a hamper on our ability to make money. If, you know, we could have made basically double the money for almost the same distance, but we can't afford to take that load because it's a heavy load. And our truck's just not cut out for it. Alright, cruise control is set. Let's see if we have to hit up this wait station. Find out here in just a second. Nope, we're good to bypass. Outstanding. So we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so things that we'll probably do, look to upgrade our engine, probably the transmission, or really anything that'll help to manage like heavier loads, because that's kind of one of the areas that we're pretty weak on. And at this point, being that we're only level 7, I'm not quite sure what we can afford upgrade-wise that'll really help at this point. So that might be something that we'll have to look at in the future once we get up to a high enough level. But for now, you know, we're doing all right. We'll just keep on keeping on, and we'll see what happens here in the next couple episodes or so. I was really hoping that, you know, you would see a good representation of the Rockies. Obviously, I don't know, maybe we're just a little bit too far east to be able to see them, but I mean, the Rockies are pretty big, so I would think that you would at least be able to see them on the horizon at this point. Of course, we still have 90 miles to go until we get to Denver, so it's hard to say. Yeah, so we're 45 miles from Denver. Which really isn't that far, but again, maybe it's far enough that we just can't see the Rockies just yet. I imagine we will be taking this exit here coming up in about a mile, because 25 runs north-south, and I imagine that that's probably going to be where we need to go to take it south towards Denver. And that's what it looks like. It looks like it wants us to be in this outside lane. Or I guess inside lane, I should say. Head towards Denver. Following the UPS truck. Alright, truck, come on now, don't freak out. I'm going to just go ahead and get over because this thing looks like it is blocked for some reason. And we're not going to be able to go that way. Oh no! Well, now I have no idea where we're going to go because... well, I guess it's going to make us go this way and then turn around. So it's one of those things that's rather unfortunate when it comes to these detours and the random events that kind of lead us to having to make these detours. Well, we discovered Denver. wonder where, Mile High Stadium and Coors Field are in relation to where I'm at currently. I also don't know if they're represented in this game at all, but oh, actually they are. Look at that. There's Mile High Stadium. That's kind of cool. Maybe they just wanted us to come over here and see it. But yeah, that's really cool. Alright, so it looks like we're just doing a giant loop here so we can get back on the highway, so we can go back the way we came, and then we'll go back towards Denver and back towards our delivery. Obviously we're in Denver, so I think our delivery is actually just south of Denver. Alright, so here we are, just hanging out waiting. Looks like we got a Walmart truck here beside us. Just hanging out waiting for the light to change. There we go. Get back on the road. Wait for another light to change. There we go. Alright, back on 25. And we take this inside. Alright, we're good. Alright, still got 62 miles, about an hour and 6 minutes or so until we get to our destination. And then finally make this delivery. And the speed limit's going to drop to 55, but that's alright. We're still speeding up to 55. And there goes our loan installment for the day, so $906 out the window. And into the bank's pocket. It's a good thing we're making this delivery. Well, I mean, we're not going to make $906 out of it, but at least we'll offset it a little bit. I can't imagine having a loan that paid $906 a day. Like, that is just mind-blowing to me. Like, I also don't know many people that make $906 in a single day. That's a lot of money. Even truck drivers, you know. Alright, let's get over here and take this exit towards Grand Junction. Alright, now the question is, are we taking this first one? It looks like it. Perfect. That worked out in our favor. Alright, road work ahead. Sweet. Hopefully it's not a blocked lane like we just had. Speed limit's still 55 through here. So we'll get up to speed and set the cruise control and just let it go. But yeah, so that's one of the things. Definitely not being able to see the Rockies is kind of interesting. Because I know for a fact that you can definitely see the Rockies from Denver. I mean, obviously not while you're in the middle of the city around all the massive buildings, but on the road out of Denver and definitely down 25 south towards like Colorado Springs, you definitely can see the Rockies off to the west. Alright, so not this exit, looks like this one coming up towards the airport, which is kind of interesting. Maybe that's where we're taking all of these nuts to have them delivered to the airport. Let's go ahead and get in the slower lane since we're a truck. So we're not holding up all the automobile traffic. Alright, 9 minutes till we make our delivery. And again, we'll check and see where we're at time-wise, and maybe we'll do one more delivery today before we call it good. Yep, so it looks like we are actually delivering here to the airport, which is kind of interesting. And we're taking this exit. Yeah, air cargo, so that's where we're headed. Alright, doesn't look like any traffic, so we'll go ahead and go. So we got a four-way stop, but there's a vehicle that's sitting at that stop sign. Okay, you're gonna let me go, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for not running into me like some other people have in the past. Oh, hey, cool. We got one of those little video camera things. So while we're here, we might as well pick it up. We'll make the delivery first, and then we'll pick it up afterwards. Unless we can drive through it on our way to our delivery. Nope, we don't want this one. Wrong lane, sorry. Nah, we'll get it on the way out because it's right over there. That'd be kind of hard to get in there with the trailer, so we will do it on the way out. Alright, let me in there, boss. Thank you. Looks like it's easy pull-in delivery right here. So, nice and easy. Guess they haven't figured out where they want to put the trailer just yet. A little bit more. Maybe? Oh, come on, I wasn't lined up. That's BS. There we go. Decoupling the trailer. Alright, so excellent delivery there. Took us 4 hours 44 minutes. 39 gallons of gas. Netted us $728 and 249 experience. All right, so let's take a look and see if we can get one more delivery. All right, so freight market, and we are in Denver. So I don't want something too crazy, just because we're kind of up on time. Let's see. So we have, that's a long drive. Yeah. That's definitely a long drive. There's one to Pueblo. That's interesting. That's way, I don't know why they consider that to be Denver, but Denver's not that big. It's like half the state. Let's see. There's a Denver to Alamosa. Looks like it's out of the airport. So that one might not be too bad because it's right here, I think. There's another Denver to Alamosa. That's on the other side of Denver. Yeah, so let's take that Denver to Alamosa. I lost it. Where's that? There it is. Car parts. Yeah, so we'll set that as our destination. I imagine it's probably right here. Yep, so we will go out and get that video real quick and then come right back in here. Yes, don't worry, I'm not going to run into their cars. Yeah, so let's go grab that video. Or I guess the cinematic point real quick. We had to come back in here to accept through this location here anyway, so. We'll go out here. And of course, you know, there was no traffic on this road whatsoever when we made this delivery. And now there's traffic everywhere. What a coincidence. It's almost like the game planned it that way. Alright, let's grab this real quick. So cinematic for Denver Airport. If you guys are big conspiracy theory fans, take a look at some of the Denver Airport conspiracies. There are a lot of them, and they're very funny. Some of them are. Some of them are very interesting. But if you ever get an opportunity to look it up, it's definitely worth the look up. It'll might make you go down a rabbit hole though, and who knows what you'll find. All right, let's go back and pick up that that load. And of course, you know, it's going to be almost impossible to get out here now because, like I said, the traffic just appears out of nowhere. All right, there we go. We got our map back the way that it should be. All right, so we'll pull in here. We'll pick up this this load, and we will get on the road. So I know we're picking up car parts, but it makes it look like we're picking up something from the Air Force, which is kind of interesting. Alright, let's take a look at the freight market because that's what we're doing. And here's our car parts from Denver to Alamosa for $939. That's what we want. Alright, where are we picking up a trailer at? Right next to an aircraft. I can promise you right now that the likelihood of this ever happening is 0. Especially being that close to an airplane. Nope, that would never happen. There is too much risk associated with moving large vehicles, large trailers that close to an aircraft. Especially something as big as a C5. Or at least it wouldn't be done by somebody that's a civilian, that's for sure. Alright, in any case, let's get going. We have 264 miles to drive, 4 hours and 46 minutes. We're doing just fine on sleep. We have 8 hours until our next rest time, so we're okay on that. And we got plenty of fuel, so we're good with that. Alrighty. I think we're okay after this car. Well, we're not. These mirrors are in literally the worst possible place they can be. Because they cover up all the blind spots, and there's no way to see where traffic's at. Alright, looks like speed limit's 35 through here, so we'll slow down a little bit. Just so those pesky cops don't give us a ticket. Alright. 4-way stop. Nope, don't you hit me. Look, that car had no intention of stopping. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the AI in this game is just like, what are you doing, man? I almost can't even count on one hand the number of times that the AI has just purposely ran into me, even though I was already sitting at the stoplight or stop sign. Clearly had the right of way, and they just decided, nope, it's my turn, I'm going. Alrighty, just sitting here waiting on the light to change. Yeah, so I guess the light's going to change here in a second. Alright, so we're kind of in a little bit of a dilemma. Because now it's like, okay, well, once we get to high enough level, we're still going to take out that $500,000 loan. I mean, we're definitely going to do that once we hit level 10. The question becomes, do we upgrade this truck so that our hired drivers have the ability to haul heavier loads? Or do we just get a whole bunch of stock trucks that are relatively cheap and just let them go ham on some of the easier deliveries. I mean, it's a good question. I don't know honestly what I want to do with that at this point. I think honestly that would be the cheaper option, and it would save us some money in the long run. At least until we can, save up some money to upgrade their trucks. Or, the other option is we just upgrade their trucks as much as possible with the money that we have after we, obviously upgrade our garage in Vegas and buy a couple trucks and hire some drivers. So that's one of the options. Or, we just kind of hang in there and see what ends up happening when it comes to, hiring drivers. See what they do, how much money they bring in, and if they're not bringing in a lot of money, at least we'll have a little bit of a buffer in case, they aren't pulling in what we're expecting them to. Because I know it takes a little while for them to basically catch up and start making deliveries that are enough to help with the loans and everything. But at the same time, like, obviously, we can live on the edge a little bit and see what happens and take the risk that, they'll bring in money in a timely fashion and give us the opportunity to, catch up on our loan payments. Or, I think we can basically pull in enough money that we would be able to support it. If it's around like $1,200 to $1,500 a day, I think we can definitely handle that. But at the same time, I don't know, like, I really don't want to basically be working for free and hoping that my drivers aren't having accidents or, doing that kind of stuff. So it's a double-edged sword, really, of where we're trying to get. I think the smarter play, obviously, would be to manage the money appropriately, have a little bit of a buffer just in case, so that way, worst comes to worst, we could always sell a truck and, keep that money in the bank, so that way, we're able to sustain our business for a long period of time without going bankrupt, because that would be ideal. But, we'd be losing out on potential cash flow if we do that. Driving past Mile High again. I feel like we were just here. It's because we were. But this time we're not taking the exit. Yeah, at least our speed limit increased up to 60, so that's nice. And now up to 65. I will take it. Alright, so it's pretty much a straight shot, just down 25. So we'll probably discover Colorado Springs and Pueblo on our way down to Alamosa. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, it's really a shame that you guys didn't get the opportunity to see the 2 deliveries that we made for the Hauloween event. They were kind of cool. Not a whole lot was going on with them, but it still would have been great for you guys to be able to see it. Holy smokes. Well, guys, we've already made it to Colorado Springs. I will tell you in real life that does not happen. It's probably about an hour and a half drive from Colorado Springs to up to Denver. So obviously that's not replicated very well here in the game, but I'm not going to complain because that puts me a lot further south than what we thought. So I'll take it. There's 24. So if you take 24, there's another video on my channel of travel where we take Highway 24 up to Wilkerson Pass. So we drive from Manitou Springs up 24 up through the Ute Pass, which goes up through Manitou and Woodland Park, Divide, and then that's kind of where the Ute Pass ends. But we continue on 24 out past Lake George, all the way out to Wilkerson Pass, and then we pick it back up at Hartzell. It's a really beautiful drive if you ever get the opportunity to do it. If you're ever curious what that actually looks like in real life, that drive is on my YouTube channel under my travel playlist. So you're more than welcome to check it out. It's a long video. It's about 2 hours long, or maybe just over an hour long. I forget exactly how long it is, but it's just music. No talking or anything like that on it. And we've already made it to Pueblo, so that was quick. Another quick drive there. And the drive from Colorado Springs down to Pueblo is about 35-ish minutes, 35 to 45 minutes. So, like I said, the time and space isn't exactly the same as what you would see here in real life for this drive, but I'm not complaining in the game because obviously, that's just more time for me just driving and droning along here. Pueblo is also another nice little town to be able to see. They've really built it up over the last couple years, five or 10 years ago. It wasn't anything like it is now. They've really built it up, upgraded a lot of things, added a lot of new restaurants, added in a river walk, all kinds of stuff. It's really really cool place to visit now. They've really upped their tourism, I think, over the last couple years, so it's well worth it. Yep, so it's kind of cool to see the steel there, so on that billboard, because Pueblo was actually well known for its steel production. Obviously this was a long time ago, but that's one of the things that they're relatively famous for. And I guess there's the Rockies, even though it doesn't really make too much sense that they're at the south. I mean, you do have the south 25 there where you go down towards Trinidad, where you kind of drive through some very mountainous terrain, but it would be up more off towards the west is where you would see the mountains. Which over there just looks like a bunch of trees. Here I am daydreaming. Speed limit's 75 again. We'll definitely speed up here. It looks like we're doing some kind of crazy, like, loop-de-loop thing up here and down around off the highway here. That's kind of interesting. So there's Walsenburg. Walsenburg is also another very long drive from Colorado Springs, so I would say that that probably wasn't very well represented either. Yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to travel down this direction towards Alamosa and Walsenburg, there's a lot of cool stuff down here. There's calm down, and this auto detect for collisions is driving me crazy. I wasn't even going that fast. Anyways, if you ever get the opportunity to come down here and see Walsenburg, Alamosa, there's the Great Dunes National Park is down here. It's a really cool opportunity to see that. It's basically just a giant bunch of sand dunes just literally out in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. So you would be like, what? Sand dunes in the mountains? Yes, it is an actual thing, I promise you. It's a national park. It's actually kind of cool. There's also a couple other things down here near like Canyon City. They have Royal Gorge is down here in southern Colorado. There's a lot of cool opportunities. So Royal Gorge is actually this a bridge that goes across one of the canyons down in near Canyon City, and I think it's the highest man-made suspension bridge in the world, and it's really cool to see and walk across if you ever get the opportunity to visit. It's well worth seeing. They have a lot of cool things there. They've really kind of turned it into a tourist thing here as of late, because you have to buy tickets to go into the park, and which is where the bridge is and all kinds of stuff. And I think they have a railroad that a little railway car that you can ride on. But the prices and everything of that have really gone up over the last couple of years, unfortunately, as tourism kind of built up here in the state. So, but you know, if you got a little extra spending money, I would say it's probably well worth at least seeing it or doing it once. I don't know if I would, you know, go out of my way to see it, but if you're in the area and you're looking for something to do, it's worth it. Also down here, if you're looking for the picturesque version of Colorado, if you end up near Pueblo and you head west towards Rye, Colorado, you can drive through the mountains over there near Rye, and San Isabel National Forest is over there, and that is by far, I think, the closest that I've ever seen to what I envision Colorado being in my mind, with like the mountains and the aspen trees and just like very majestic set of mountains. That definitely a very scenic drive and well worth it. And there's also a place called Bishop's Castle that's over near Rye, Colorado. That's and also a really cool thing to check out. It's completely free to the public. It's basically a castle that was built by a man who started when he was 15 years old. He started building this thing, and he's been building it since then. He's in his 60s or 70s now, I can't remember. But he basically relies on donations from the public and his own money basically to build this castle. And he's been building it, like I said, for about 50, 60 years now. And it's just amazing that one man was able to do something like that. So if you're ever in the area and you're looking for something to see, Bishop's Castle is good. Great Sand Dunes National Park is good to see. You know, if you got some extra money and you're not worried about a tourist trap, checking out the Royal Gorge is rather nice. There's a lot of things in Pueblo that are really cool, like the River Walk. So there's a ton of things to do in Colorado if you're out here on vacation. Obviously, you know, there's always the big ones, the skiing, going to Aspen, going to Breckenridge, and doing that stuff. But you know, everybody does that. And even the incline. So a lot of people in Manitou Springs has this thing called the incline that a lot of people like to visit and do. I wouldn't recommend trying to do it right now because there's a lot of snow on the ground at the moment. But you know, if you're in the area in the middle of summer and you want to give it a try, it's worth it. It will definitely challenge your physical abilities. In any case, we're just a mile from our last delivery here. So we'll go up here, make this delivery, and we'll wrap up this episode. But in any case, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me here while we're just driving and chatting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you got to see the end of the Hauloween event. Again, I apologize for not being able to show you guys the other two deliveries we made, thanks to my computer doing, you know, computer things and losing the footage. But, you know, at least we were able to get the last one for you guys to be able to see it. So, when we pick up for next episode, like I said, we will definitely go see what we got out of our personal requirements for the Hauloween event and also from the community event. But if you made it this far into the video and you haven't already liked and subscribed, please feel free to do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I think you guys are, based on the number of views and stuff I see come up all the time. So I'm very thankful for that. Alright, got a green light here, so we'll make this turn. Hopefully no railroad tracks requiring us to stop for a train. Nope. Alright, sweet. And we get to pick up a Western Star dealership, so that's good. So whenever we decide we want to buy a car, we'll also have an opportunity to take a look at Western Star. Alright, I think... yeah, we're actually supposed to turn right here, so let's make this turn. Kind of a shady spot to be parking your auto parts, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, sweet. So we made our delivery here. Car parts were delivered from Denver to Alamosa. It took us 264 miles, about 5 hours 10 minutes, 44 gallons of gas, earning us $939 and 346 experience. So on our first delivery next episode, it looks like we're going to hit level 8, so that'll be good. We'll be that much closer to level 10. And that much closer to that $500,000 loan. So appreciate you guys hanging out. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.